Good morning, boys and girls. It's Miss Marie here at the library. It's story time, and I have lots of fun things for us this morning. First of all, if you get a chance, you can come by and pick up a craft packet for April and May. It'll have some spring things in it. It will have a Mother's Day card craft in it. These will be ready beginning on Monday, April the 4th. Monday, April the 4th. Now, we're going to start with a song, but it's not our regular song. I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to start with something about the rain because we had some rain and we're going to have more rain because it is springtime, and I'm going to read you a book about spring in just a minute. But first, I wish I was a little cloud, a little cloud, a little cloud. I wish I was a little cloud so high up in the sky. And when the wind comes blowing by, comes blowing by, comes blowing by. And when the wind comes blowing by, I'll move around the sky. Now, if you want to, you could go around the room like a cloud while the wind blows you. You could be a cloud getting blown. Now, be careful. You don't want to bump into any other clouds because then you could have thunder. And we have a song about that. Thunder, thunder in the sky. Thunder never makes me cry. Thunder's just a lot of noise, like a bunch of girls and boys. There's no need to run and hide. You are safe and warm inside. Thunder, thunder in the sky. Thunder never makes me cry. Thunder's just a lot of noise, like a bunch of girls and boys. There's no need to run and hide. You are safe and warm inside. So we'll have to work on those songs because it's springtime and there's going to be rain because April showers bring May flowers. Excuse me. This is one of the packet crafts in the packet. Boys and girls, that's a tulip. Tulips can be all different colors. And this is either a daffodil or a jonquil. They can be yellow, or they can be white, or they can be white with an orangey yellow center. You be watching for those flowers because this is the time of year they come popping up out of the ground. And we have a book about it could still be a flower. This is an Alan Fowler. This is a very old book, and there are a lot of these. They're really good books. I like them because they have good pictures. Do you have a favorite kind of flower? I'm not real sure what kind of flower that is. Oh, it says it's a yellow tiger lily. How about that? Tiger lily like Peter Pan? Maybe you like roses. Roses can be different colors. This one's pink. They can be red or yellow or a combination. They can be white. They can be a really, really lot of different colors. Maybe you like flowers named for people. This is a Sweet William, and that's a Black-Eyed Susan. And this is Queen Anne's lace. Now, Queen Anne's lace grows along the side of the road. Most of the time, you have to plant these from seeds, and they grow back. Have you ever seen a morning glory? They open up in the morning. and then they close up in the evening. It's very interesting. Some of them are pink, and some of them can be really, really little, and some of them can be almost that big around. Many flowers grow straight out of the ground on a stem. Can you see that stem right there? Can you see that? Those are daisies. This time of year, there are a lot of flowers blooming, and some of them bloom on bushes like azaleas. Oh, we've got a lot of pretty pink and white azaleas growing right here in Vicksburg. Now, these azaleas are a funny kind of orangey and yellow color. I've never seen yellow azaleas, but that doesn't mean there aren't some. Over here, we have something called lilacs. Lilacs. Yep. It looks kind of like a little bush. Other flowers grow on trees, like magnolias. We have lots of those. And this one is cherry blossoms, and this is dogwoods. And boys and girls, right now there's a lot of trees blooming. There's some pink ones that are called wild pear or plum. I think it's wild plum. And then there's all kinds of things blooming on the trees that don't really look like flowers, but they make you sneeze, make your nose run. Some people plant bulbs to grow flowers. This is a hyacinth, and it's pink. They come in purple and a kind of blue and white. They smell so good. This is a lily. And I would say that's a stargazer lily, and they smell really, really good, but they're really, really strong smelling flowers. You see a lot of those at Easter time. Now, this is an interesting plant. It's got a long stem, and it's got flowers that are blooming all the way up. But if you look real close to the top, these haven't opened up. They're buds, flower buds, and this is an open bloom. Many flowers just grow on their own somewhere. We call them wildflowers because somebody didn't actually plant them. Wildflowers are just as pretty as flowers that get planted on purpose. Actually, I think those might be some poppies. Not sure. Lots of colors. Boys and girls, there's a red tulip, and there's a yellow tulip. She's smelling the tulips. There's all kinds of flowers, so you enjoy those. They bloom in the spring. There's some that bloom in the summer, and there are some that bloom in the fall, like chrysanthemums. All right, so that's our flowers. I have another song. This is a song because we talked last week about rainbows and how when it rains and the sun comes out and the sun's rays hit the water in the air from the rain, it makes a rainbow. So, here is a song about rainbows. I see rainbows way up high in the sky. They are red and orange, yellow, green, and blue, purple too. What a view! I see rainbows way up high in the sky. They are made from sunshine, shining through the raindrops. What a view! Sky so blue. I like my songs about rainbows and rain and thunder. We'll have to work on those. I guess I better post those words for you on the website, huh? So boys and girls, I have some really, really exciting news. And I know you are going to be just as excited as I am to hear that Storytime's coming back in person right here in the library starting on Wednesdays at 10 o'clock next week. I want to see all of you here for Storytime Wednesday at 10 o'clock in the library. You just come right on. It's going to be so nice to have children right here in Storytime. See my Storytime? Yep. I'm so excited, boys and girls. It's been a while. Okay, so talked about craft packets, talked about flowers, talked about story time. Let's talk about some spring animals. Now, this is my favorite author, Julie Murray, and it's an Abdo Press book. What do you see? I see a bunny rabbit. Let me see if I can put this here. I might have to turn this a little bit. Let's see if we can get that better so you can see that book. Can you see that? Let's see what we can do about this. Got kind of a glare. Is that better? Maybe? Not so sure? Well, in the spring, animals are everywhere. Some of them have been asleep during the winter. That's called hibernating. They sleep because it's so cold and there might not be a lot of food. So they just take a really long winter's nap. But in the spring, some of them haven't been asleep. Some of them have been very busy. And they found food. You know what those are. Those are deer. Now, I don't think this is a springtime picture so much because those are some really big baby fawns. It might be actually in the summertime. But I want you to notice that even the big deer have got spots. Can you see that, boys and girls? Our deer, the white-tailed deer in the south, they lose their spots after they get a little bigger. Oh, look. There's baby chickens. They're all fluffy and they're following the mama hen. Baby chicks. The bees are buzzing. They're looking for flowers because they're going to get the nectar. That's what they eat. And then they go back to the hive, and some of that nectar becomes food for other bees, and it's part of the process of making honey. There's a rabbit eating a purple flower. Oh, he's just so soft. Baby birds are born in the spring in the nests. That one's saying, Mama, Mama, Daddy, hurry, bring me food. He's hungry. It doesn't take very long for them to learn how to fly, and away they go. You know something else that happens in the spring? The frogs start croaking. You can be driving down the street, not even out in the country, just down the street, and you can hear the frogs in the evenings and the early mornings. You see that bubble there? That's part of how he croaks. He says, ribbit, ribbit. Oh, look, boys and girls, these baby piglets. And they're asleep. See how big he is? He's not very big. Not very big. Oh, bear cubs are born in the spring, and they grow. They stay close to mama. This mama bear had 2 babies. Sometimes they have 3. And those baby bears can get into all kinds of trouble. Mischief. Look at that pretty, pretty bird. Can you see that? Look at that bird sitting on that branch. And there's some little bitty tiny blooms. I don't know what kind of bird that is. Maybe Miss Marie ought to look it up. You see that? All kinds of animals in the spring. Animals in the spring. Baby ducks. I love baby ducks. Actually, I've never had a baby duck. Have you had a baby duck? All right. Now, boys and girls, I am looking forward to seeing you here because story time is coming. Where did my sign go? Oh, there's my sign. Story time. And pretty soon, it's going to be May. And that's Mother's Day. And then it's going to be June. And that's going to be when summer library starts. And we've got so many fun things that are going to happen. Oceans of possibilities. I can't wait to see you because great things are happening here. Come and see us soon, boys and girls, especially on Wednesday. Bye-bye.